everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. My name is Dr. Iyabo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, I hope today will be the day you subscribe to my channel, because you know I'm the money to honey coach. So everything you want to know about making money, about starting your own business, entrepreneurship, and about attracting your own true love, you'll find it on my channel. And then things in between. Sometimes I wear my pediatrician hat and I talk about topics related to our kids, babies, toddlers, teenagers, all of that. So if you haven't met me, quickly, I'm a board certified pediatrician, a business and lifestyle coach for women, a motivational speaker, I'm a blogger, I'm an author. My book Permanent Happiness is on Amazon. And I'm also a mom to 4 kids, and I'm a wife to my honey. So welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are discussing 10 things to help the single women out there. 10. So today the topic of this video is 10 things that I did during my 10 single years. Yes. So 10 things that I was able to achieve during my 10 single divorced years. And these are 10 things that you can also achieve. And I hope that you'll make the most of your singledom, of your single life, and start working at all these 10 things as well. Because as us women, we always want to look at our single life as, oh, it's a time that we're not doing the things we want. We're waiting on that partner. We're waiting on Prince Charming. We're putting our lives on hold, waiting to be married first. No, you don't have to. It is while you're being busy doing the things you love when you're single that that guy is going to show up. That's when mine showed up. You guys know, if you followed my story, I got remarried last year, and it is after I had achieved all these things and I was living in my purpose and enjoying my life that God brought him to me. So your single years can be some of your best years. So again, here we go. The 10 things that I was able to achieve during my 10 single years as a single divorced mom. Actually, as a single mom, because honestly, my 2 daughters, I basically brought them up myself during those 10 single years. So you can do it too. Number 1, I lived in an apartment for 7 years while I was single, and I was busy working hard and saving to be able to put money down for my dream home. So that's number 1. Number 1 is I was saving. I was using the opportunity while I was single to save money so that I could buy my dream home. And I actually rented. I lived in an apartment for 7 years before I finally bought my home. Number 2, I bought my own dream home while I was single. I knew the part, I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I knew the part of Atlanta that I really wanted a home in. I had the kind of home in mind that I wanted. I wanted a townhome. I didn't want a big garden because I didn't want to have to fuss about taking care of the garden. I wanted a home in the city. I wanted it in a really nice area because I was also, you know me, I'm business minded. I was thinking about the entrepreneurial and the investment part of this home because I wanted a home in an area that I knew that home prices appreciate fast. So that's number 2. I bought my own dream home during my 10 single divorced years. Number 3, I wrote a book and published a book during my 10 single years. And guess what? I didn't just write 1 book. I wrote 2.5 books. So I have 1 book right now that is waiting to be published, and I have faith it's going to be published because I'm still in the process of talking to traditional publishers. And then I have a book that I've started but I haven't finished, and all this was during my 10 single years. So you see that? And this book that I have on Amazon, Permanent Happiness, it has done so well. I have mostly 5-star reviews. Even book reviewers have reviewed it, and I've won 5-star awards with that book. So that's, again, number 3 that I did during my 10 single years. Number 4, I started public speaking during my 10 single years. I actually hired a coach who I worked closely with, who was teaching me and showing me how to do well with public speaking. We were practicing videos every day in different settings, outdoor, indoors, doing short videos, doing long videos. I actually paid thousands of dollars for a coach and somebody to help me with public speaking. So I did that while I was single, and that's number 4. So I basically started public speaking, and I'm going to put this together with number 4. I became active on social media also during my 10 single years. I started posting on social media. I started posting those videos on social media. I actually started my YouTube channel in 2017 while I was still single and divorced. Even though I wasn't really thinking of monetizing then, I just started it as a hobby because I had videos to post and I just started it. So again, my public speaking career started during my single years, and I actually paid for a coach. Those of you who don't like paying for stuff, right? I paid for a coach to help me with my public speaking so I could get good at it, because I knew I wanted to start being active on social media because I had published a book and I wanted to start marketing the book. I was doing book signings. I did a book launch. So, my coach told me you have to be active on social media. So I started my Instagram page in 2017 and she started coaching me on how to do videos. And here I am today. I've perfected my public speaking. It's like I just feel so comfortable with it now. I'm not body conscious. I'm free and just relaxed with it. So that investment helped out. Number 5, hear this. I spoke not once, not twice, 3 times at the United Nations. Yes, during my single divorced years. Are you listening to all of that? So these are things that you should be working on rather than waiting for Prince Charming to come and sweep you off your feet. God has given us all of these gifts that we can use. So if you're a single woman, this video is for you. Yeah, so did you hear number 5? I spoke 3 times at the United Nations. How did I get that deal? Well, somebody came to one of my book signings in Atlanta. Actually, he came to my book launch and he heard how I was speaking. He heard my story and all of that. And he said I would be really good. He heard that I had published a book on permanent happiness. And he said I would be really good because I was a Black woman. They needed more Black voices at the UN, more Black voices doing great things. And he linked me up with somebody at the United Nations SDG Media Zone. And I went there 3 times. I believe it was twice in 2017, then once in 2018. I spoke 3 times at the United Nations at the SDG Media Zone. You can go further down right here. You'll see the videos here on my YouTube. So make sure you watch all those videos of me speaking at the United Nations. Number 6, during my single divorced years, I mentored hundreds of medical students, hundreds. I still have the cards. They gave me all the thank you cards in my office in Atlanta. At any point in time, I would have between 6 to 10 medical students that were shadowing me, that I was teaching and mentoring. So imagine the number. So 6 to 10 students every 6 weeks. And I taught for years. I think I taught for like 12 years, 12 or 13 or 14 years in my practice. So you do the math. Every 6 weeks, I got a new batch of students, 6 to 10 students, all through the year. And I did this year in, year out, year in, year out. So I poured into hundreds of lives of medical students, if not thousands. I can't do the math because there's so many students, and I'm still in touch with quite a few of them today who are doing well, who've already become doctors. Some have started families. It's just wonderful. Number 7, you all know this, you've heard it many times. I made sure that I worked hard in my business and I did all I could to get it to a 7-figure business. That was during my 10 single divorce years too. I started the practice in 2004. Within about 5 years, I think it was right before 5 years, that my business started making a gross amount of 7 figures. So I did this during my single divorced years. I managed my business efficiently and excellently and grew it to 7 figures. And this was my first ever business, and I started it at age 34. So those of you who feel you're in your 30s, it's too late to start a business. It's never too late. There are many people who start businesses at 50, 60, even 70. so you can do it. Number 8, my 7-figure business helped me create other income streams. So right now as we're speaking, I have 6.5 income streams. But during my divorced years, I had about 4 to 5 income streams. I've added one more now because I started my coaching just last year, and that was after I got married. So my coaching, I started that after I got married. So I'm not even adding that to the ones what I achieved during my single years. So during my single divorced years, not only did I have one major business that I was able to manage and grow and scale to 7 figures, but I also acquired 4 income streams. My book was bringing in money for me. I started doing women's conferences as well. I was able to speak at a few conferences where I was earning money, and indirectly also I was earning money from my blog, because my blog was what brought me the job at Flow Health. So those 4 income streams actually came from being able to already have one successful business and being out there and on social media and people hearing my voice and all of that, right? Where are we? Number 9, I started a blog during my single divorced years. I started blogging in 2017, the same year that I published my book, Permanent Happiness. Right? So who else starts a blog when they're divorced? I did. And honestly, my blog has, I think it has like 120 or 150 blog topics. So if you love my YouTube channel, you will absolutely love my blog. It's on my website, the Peace Place blog. Just go to my website, driyabo.com, click on the Peace Place blog, sit down with your cup of tea and your snack, and just start reading all my blog topics, right? So I started a blog during my divorce, and then guess what number 10 is? I want you to guess what number 10 is. I love this guessing game. So while you're guessing what number 10 is, I'll be right back. Let's see if you can guess what number 10 is, and then I'll do a recap of everything from 1 to 10. Here we go, guys. So start guessing what number 10 is. But it was during my single divorced years, so obviously you can't guess marriage because I'm talking about when I was single. So let's see if you can guess right, because number 10 is super, 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 super important. So here we go. You can comment down there and let's see if you'll get the answer to what number 10 was. Okay, hi folks, I'm back. So let's see who guessed right. So number 10, most important, during my 10 single years, my confidence level went from really high already, because I've always been a super confident person, but my confidence went from super high to like out of this world high, honestly, because after I was able to, while I'm able to achieve all these things, I started believing in myself so much more. My self-worth increased, my self-awareness increased, my faith in God like quadrupled and 100-quadrupled, because I knew that God was on my side and He was looking out for me. So self-confidence, self-awareness comes from being able to break all the myths and all the lies out there about how being single, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do that, or you should wait for a man to do this. Marriage can be wonderful, it can be beautiful, but while you're waiting on God to bring you your man, and while you decide you're not going to settle with just anybody, you can make your life amazing as well. Okay, so I didn't even add in here during my 10 single years that I traveled the world. I traveled so much with my daughters. We went, as soon as it was summertime, I had the money, and the time to be able to just go for weeks. We would go for like 3 or 4 weeks touring Europe. We went to Greece, we explored Spain, we explored parts of England, we went to Italy, to Amalfi Coast. We went to Tenerife. We just toured the world, to Turks and Caicos. We were everywhere, and we stayed in nice hotels, and we enjoyed life. I enjoyed life exploring the world. Switzerland, we went skiing. We went into the mountains in Switzerland. we just had so much fun. So enjoy your life, right? Enjoy your life. It's within doing all these creative things and being the best that God wants you to be, that the man will come and join you. Be happy so that you can attract happiness. If you're just limiting yourself and limiting, your purpose, and limiting your gifts, and just waiting in sadness and sorrow for this man that is coming. Yes, I'm not saying that I didn't miss having a man during those 10 years. Yeah, I did go through phases where I would really long to have a good partner beside me, but I snapped out of it quickly because I had faith and I knew God was on my side and He would bring me that good man. So I was working on my life, living in my purpose, using my gifts to help people, traveling the world, and working hard on my income streams, developing my public speaking, writing, blogging, all of that. These are things you should be doing during your 10 single years. So I hope these 10 things would help you know that you are stronger than you know. So again, the 10 things that I was able to achieve during my 10 years as a single mom, and I know you can do it too. I saved up for my new home, number 1. Number 2, I bought my dream home. Number 3, I wrote a book and published it. And I wrote another 1.5 books after that as well. Number 4, I had a coach to teach me confident public speaking, and I became active on social media with my speaking. Number 5, I spoke 3 times at the United Nations. Number 6, I mentored hundreds of medical students in my practice. Number 7, I grew and scaled my business to 7-figure business. Number 8, I added about 4 to 5 more income streams. Number 9, I started a blog. And number 10, all of these things just blew up my self-confidence and my self-worth and my self-awareness. And now I know that the sky is my limit, or in fact, the sky is even more than my limit. So there you go, single women, 10 things that Dr. Iyabo achieved during her 10 single divorced years, and 10 things you can also achieve. In fact, you should achieve 20, not 10. So again, that's me. I hope this video helped. If there's any topic you'd like me to talk about, place it in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. Please subscribe to my channel. There are more videos coming, and I hope you'll share my channel with your friends. And please comment and like the video. Don't leave YouTube and then come to me on Instagram to comment on Instagram. Please comment right here on YouTube. It's very important because comments are very important with the YouTube algorithm, because it helps to show my video to more people and more women that see it. Let's help each other, right? The more single women that see this, the more happier single women there will be. Thanks for watching, folks. You know I love you all. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.